All right, so yeah, the dust has definitely cleared a bit with all the hype around the Fold 8, and I just want to share my thoughts. Yeah, especially because it could definitely give us a sneak peek of what we could be getting from Apple with the iPhone Fold. Yeah, for the most part, it actually does. Obviously, the biggest difference is going to be the operating system and the world-class ecosystem from Apple. But I think the most important question is, will the iPhone Fold be a success, or will it struggle like the Vision Pro? Now, the reason I bring this up is because the iPhone Fold is going to be really expensive, and it could definitely be a tough sell, even for, Apple customers. Yeah, Apple, they may have already been thinking of ways to address it. According to Bloomberg's Mark Gurman, Apple is exploring some lease-in and subscription options for their hardware. Yeah, it definitely could be one way that Apple can make their, somewhat expensive devices more accessible. Not all their devices are super expensive, but definitely can make the more higher end devices more accessible. And it could potentially make people upgrade more. And from Apple's perspective, this could definitely be a big win. Yeah, for consumers, I'm just not 100% sure. I mean, I know Apple products are really expensive, but you're making another type of monthly plan available for consumers could just mean that they're taking on more financial obligations that they may can't afford. But still, I will say I'm genuinely excited to see Apple introduce a new form factor. Smartphones have looked and felt the same way for many years. So, the foldable iPhone will definitely bring some fresh to the lineup. But I do think the bigger opportunity is how developers will adapt their apps to this new form factor from Apple. Will watching movies or YouTube videos feel that much different? If the app redesigning takes advantage of the extra space on the screen, it could definitely be a big benefit to go with a foldable. Better multitasking, a more useful layout, and just a better way to interact with the apps that you use on a day-to-day basis could definitely add that value that a lot of users are looking for in today's world. If developers decide to just stretch their apps across the larger screen, I would say the larger screen will definitely not be that more compelling. Either way, I don't think the candy bar style form factor is going anywhere. I think foldables, at least the iPhone Fold, will appeal to people who are just looking for a little bit more from their smartphone or from their iPhone. And that could be, better multitasking, a larger screen, or just having a more interesting design. And of course, that new form factor most likely will come with some compromises. Yeah, we can definitely see some trade-offs when it comes to the camera, Face ID, durability, thickness, the battery. So you really got to ask yourself, are these trade-offs worth it if you want that fancy iPhone Fold? Yeah, I definitely think there is a group out there that just, wants something new. And I feel like Apple's entry into this foldable space will introduce this form factor to a wider group of consumers. Yeah, but what do you guys think? If you're an iPhone user, are you excited about the new form factor for the iPhone Fold? Or are you going to kind of stay away due to the price and the compromises that come along with it? Let me know in the comments section below, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye bye.